this is now where CNN is, where if you're Don Lemon, who is no fan of the president and would love to be saying it's going to be a Biden landslide, he's not anymore. Take a listen.
Joe Biden says it is over if Florida goes blue. He is up 3 points over Trump, according to CNN's poll of polls there. But your campaign doesn't need Florida. Is this time in Florida today? I mean, are you worried that Georgia, he's there. He's in Georgia earlier this week. Should you guys be there more often, shoring up this blue wall that seems to be crumbling?
Well, Don, we are fighting for every single vote all over this country. We've been very clear that we feel as though we've opened up as many paths to 270 as possible.
The blue wall that appears to be crumbling. Now, he said that because
he said, why are you going to Georgia when you should be going to states
like
that you
Florida.
need to hold, like Florida, like states like Pennsylvania where you need to hold? Why spend time in states that would be great to win, but you don't have to win for Election Day when you're starting to slip in other states and the polls keep tightening?
On Chris Cuomo's program, they were talking about the fact that all this early voting that everybody was so excited about, when they started breaking it down in Miami-Dade, which you'll be able to address specifically, it was not what they expected. In other words, they expected a blowout for Joe Biden, and it was neck and neck. Republican-Democrat.
It's Miami Beach.
Okay. That
is the Democrat stronghold. Miami-Dade, if you go into it has a Republican mayor.
Yeah.
The mayor of Miami is a Republican Cuban. They are more, I'd say, moderate, but still very much anti-left.
Yeah.
Because they fled from that. And the new group of Latino Americans living in that county also have fled places like Venezuela. They fled earlier Colombia during the drug wars. They fled leftist authoritarian regimes. They don't like socialism. They've created great small businesses. At this point in Miami, I mean, the Cuban-American community, this is not like some new immigrant community. I want to play what Allison Camerata had to say, too. We're seeing this a lot from CNN. She was talking to a Democrat congresswoman from Florida, Frederica Wilson.
So what I think the numbers are showing is that many more Republicans have already gone in person to vote in early voting than Democrats. And Congresswoman Frederica Wilson of that district is trying to sound the alarm. She talked to Politico and said that what she's seeing is very concerning for her because what she's seeing, she says, in terms of the black community and Hispanic, it's not going Biden's way.
Not going Biden's way is what she said. And I think,
that was all night, by the way, on CNN. Just so people know, all night on CNN, that's what we were hearing.
I think what the people are really getting annoyed with is this lockdown and Joe Biden's commitment to, have a national mask mandate and more social distancing, which means restaurants will have to close parts of their areas. They'll do less business. It's like shutting things down.
Yep.
He wants social distancing of all businesses and mask mandates. We can't do that. We don't surrender as Americans. And so I think people are seeing that we have to open up and we have to fight back.
Listen to David Axelrod. He's been joyous about this election up until now.
The other thing you notice if you look deeply into these numbers is that where the fall off appears to be among African American voters, and that is a concern.
Maybe that is a concern is an understatement, by the way.
Criminal justice reform, the Platinum Plan, the fact that the president had said
enterprise zones.
Yeah, the enterprise zones. That with Tim Scott working with President Trump, he's done all of this, and then yet all the Democrats say is, you ain't black if you don't vote for me. And the guy who said that was Joe Biden. And he's on fishing expeditions, hoping to turn a state that is solidly or has been solidly red blue in a state that he doesn't need to win to become president. And again, with Florida, acting like, if we get Florida, it's in the bag. But it's not really in the – you're not that close to being in the bag.